Death of a Ladies' Man is a fascinating look at addiction. Matt, what was the message that you wanted to convey with this story?
There was no particular message, but rather we were trying to honestly depict, but and I mean this in the best way, an entertaining way, what addiction can be like. I think there's a lot of films that sort of plummet it down as sort of this in its horror, which we touched on, but we wanted to do it in a way that was accessible and do it in a way that we hadn't seen before. And that was a goal. Addiction is something that I know about, and it's something that is just, in my opinion, rife in our society. And you want to portray it in a way that is not chastising people, that is sympathetic to the person that's suffering through it, and then also sympathetic to his family and friends who are suffering through it, at least much more than he is. So, it's grappling with the fantasy of addiction and then pulling it towards the reality of life.
Gabriel, you once said that one of your biggest personal victories in life was to stop drinking. How much of your own experience did you see in what your character Sam goes through?
I could identify with the general condition. It's hard to describe the pain of being in that state. The real, like, it is a very, very painful place to be. And it seems like there is no answer to it. And there are people I know for whom the ultimate escape is the answer. They just think, I can't give this thing up. I don't know how to do it. I'll never be able to exist without this drug or drink or whatever it is. And the ultimate oblivion is the answer. And I've known people like that who just decided to take that route. Unfortunately, in my own particular case, I decided I didn't want to go down that way. And I decided it was time to stop and to try to take try to take a new path in life. And I must say I didn't want to do it, and I was afraid of it. But there's not a day that goes by that I have regretted making that decision.
Matt, at what point did you think about casting Gabriel in the lead?
That was fairly on. We've been working on the script for a while, and as you write, you think and you think and you think, and a number of names sort of pop up, but then one seems to always swim towards the top. And we had sent it along to Gabriel and heard back that he wanted to sit and talk. And after we had sat down and had a discussion, and I could see that he understood the film, better probably than I did. And then everything just sprung from there. And the movie just started to kind of, grow up around him. And that was, when something's right, it's right. And you just go with it.
There are a lot of fun moments in this film, like with the hockey players and Gabriel, where the AA members get up and start dancing. And I was wondering, how much fun was that to film?
The whole film was actually lovely to do. It was a fantastic crew. I loved Montreal, and I loved going home to Ireland. And it was a subject that was close to my heart. Those little moments, I have to say, and Matt can attest to this. First of all, the music of Leonard Cohen is so beautiful, but it's written into the script that I was required to dance, and it was obviously written before I was cast. So they didn't anticipate the embarrassing situation that ensued in Montreal, where I actually had to do it. It was mortifying, and then having to lip sync to the thing as well. And Matt, in his kindly patience, said something along the lines of, "Well, we can always cut around it."
I think you did a tremendous job, sir. You'll always be my Fred Astaire.
Singing in the pain.
They're singing in the pain. That's your next book.
I've run out of time, so I just want to thank you very much for the movie, and thank you for talking to me today.
Before you go, I want to see if you can identify this. Suddenly the night has grown colder, the god of love preparing to depart. Alexandra hoisted on his shoulder. They slip between the centuries of the heart.
Oh, no, what is that?
Leonard Cohen.
Matt Cohen.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
From what song? What song is that?
Alexandra Leaving. It's a fantastic song.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I definitely look that up.
You have to look it up.
And on that moment, you're leaving.
Alexandra's leaving.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for talking to me today about your new film, and wishing you much success with it.
Thanks so much. Have a great day.